Hello, Sam. It is easy to live, learn, and forgive when the end result is a productive, powerful offspring like you who shook off the yoke of abandonment. Try to imagine and or empathize, however, with those of us who, our own fault or through circumstances which we believe beyond our control, did not come out smelling of roses in their middle years and beyond. My father was an abusive bastard, first physically, then mentally, and finally through the power of indifference for years just prior to and after my parents divorced when I was 18. Certainly, and unlike your case, my mother was no comparative angel. She was also a divisive force, but she was there by default, and he wasn't. She was strong enough to maintain a relationship with me, although I'd often have to endure hearing the "you're just like your father" rants well into my 30s. The scars are deep and difficult to heal concerning my father. I have prayed and written letters of forgiveness and acceptance to my deceased father over the years, but bitterness still lingers just below the surface about his derisive, put-down, physically abusive nature. My father was also a product of such a dysfunctional first-generation immigrant family from Russia. My grandfather, on my father's side, was never able to utter more than a few English phrases and words in his 40 years of life in America. But he somehow managed to put my father through university with extreme hardship on his tailor's salary. My father was never grateful, never respectful, and never forgiving of his father. He unconsciously passed that vindictiveness on to me. I did everything in my power not to repeat the past with my own daughters, both proactive nurses in their early and mid-20s. And to a large degree, I did fake it till I made it into their adult years. My older daughter, however, harbors a similar anger and resentment toward me, like I did toward my father, despite my best efforts to bury my past. I never abused her in the way my father did, but still, there's some energy field that people can pick up. Their antenna picks it up, even though there's nothing uttered or even anything done which should bring about that reaction. Where does this rambling lead, Sam? It leads to a realization that life is a game of chance. There are no absolute rights nor wrongs as to how to act and react, but one must discover a true north of their own or be sucked into their parents' disabling vectors in adulthood. That is a paralyzing and destructive place to drop anchor, a zone where every day is Sunday night before the Monday rush hour. It is good you are making peace with your father while he is in the flesh. That objective is still awaiting me to be crossed off my bucket list. And for most people who follow you, I surmise they have some similar complexities standing clearly between their Saturdays. First things must be done first. To avoid the insanity is doing things the same way and expecting different results syndrome. Being happy in one's own skin requires one to first silence all voices of doubt about one's worthiness for success and prosperity on any and all levels. Saturday to many is what the Japanese Buddhists call mu, or nothingness. The Zen master Nansen put it this way: the way does not belong to things seen, nor to things unseen. It does not belong to things known, nor to things unknown. Do not seek it, study it, or name it. To find yourself on it, open yourself wide as the sky.